Hare Krishna. So Srimad Bhagavatam is full of nectarian prayers, and the seventh canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, ninth chapter, entitled Prahlāda Pacify Lord Nrsimhadev with Prayers. So this chapter contains the prayers offered by Prahlāda Mahārāja. There are around 42 prayers, and in the first prayer, Prahlāda is expressing his humility. What actually happened was, when Lord Nrsimhadev appeared and killed the demon Hiranyakashipu, so at that time, demigods and the siddhas and the munigans, they all were offering prayers to the Lord. But Lord was not pacified. He was still very angry. At that time, Brahmaji requested Lakshmi Devi to go close to the Lord and pacify him. But Lakshmi Devi also denied, telling that it's impossible for me at this moment to pacify the Lord. And then at that moment, Brahmaji requested Prahlāda to go to the Lord and pacify him. So now Prahlāda, although he's a small child, he was not at all afraid to go close to the Lord. But he said, "My dear Lord, Brahmadaya Suragana Munayo Atha Siddha," starting from Lord Brahma, Brahmadaya, Suragana, the demigods, Munayo, the munis and the rishis, Siddhas, all the Siddhagan. So they all are situated in mode of goodness, and they are trying to pacify you with wonderful prayers. But up till now, they are not able to satisfy you. Then who am I? A person born in a demonic family, in the family of asuras. We are predominantly situated in mode of passion and ignorance. So who am I to satisfy you, my dear Supreme Lord? So here in this particular shloka, there are certain very important lessons that we can derive. Number one, a person like Prahlāda, he is filled with humility. Radhanath Maharaj used to say that humility is the natural symptom of those who love God. So Prahlāda had this love for Lord Nrsimhadev, but and this love was expressed through his humility. But he was never telling that, oh, I am so competent enough that I can go to Lord Nrsimhadev, I can pacify him. He simply went to Lord Nrsimhadev by the orders of Brahmaji. So the another aspect of humility is that a practitioner of devotional service considers himself completely unqualified. But at the same time, he has full faith in words of his spiritual master. Humility does not mean, for example, if spiritual master has instructed something, humility does not mean that I should not do that because I am incompetent or I am not confident enough, or if I am not qualified enough to do that. But my only qualification should be that because my spiritual master have ordered something, instructed something, I should take it to my heart. Humility, Prabhupada used to say, Prabhupada writes in his purport that humility means one should not be anxious to have the satisfaction of being honored by others. We should not be anxious about our prestige. So that is the most important aspect of humility, nirman, humility, without the feeling of false prestige. But the another aspect of humility is, humility does not mean that I will not act. I may be incompetent, I do not have any qualification, but my spiritual master has instructed me, he will empower me with all the strength so that I can accomplish certain tasks. And that is what humility means. Mukam karoti vachalam. I may be a mook, I may be a dumb, but karoti vachalam, by the mercy of my spiritual master, I will be empowered and I will become a wonderful orator. Mukam karoti vachalam. Pangu langayate girim. I may be a handicapped who cannot climb over a mountain, who cannot even walk. What to say of climbing a mountain? But by the mercy of spiritual master, I will be able to climb the mountains. So that faith in the words and instruction of spiritual master makes one truly humble. So on my own, personally, I may not be competent enough, but if my spiritual master have instructed something, if my authorities have instructed something, I'll get qualification. I'll get empowerment from them, and I'll get equally qualified to do that task. Why? Because it is not me who is doing it. It is the empowerment of the Supreme Lord. It is the empowerment of Guru Parampara. So that is to understand and realize this empowerment is the aspect of humility, is the most important. For example, Hanuman. So Hanuman, he went to Lanka and burned everything down to ashes. So he was not thinking himself to be qualified to do that task, but he was confident because he has got empowerment from his from Lord Ramachandra. So that's the important aspect of humility that we need to understand. Sometimes devotees think that I am rendering menial service, therefore I am humble, and somebody is preaching Krishna consciousness, somebody is sitting on big Vyasasana and giving classes. He is not humble. He is rather proud. But that is just external consideration of one who is humble and one who is not humble. These are all external understandings. Humility does not have to do anything from exteriors. For example, Pundrik Vidyanidhi, when Gadadhar Pandit saw him, so he saw that Pundrik Vidyanidhi was living in a royal style. And then he started to ponder within his mind that what kind of devotee is this person? He is not at all humble, rather he is very proud of his riches. But the moment Mukunda recited a prayer from Srimad Bhagavatam, so Pundrik Vidyanidhi could not control his emotions and he started to roll on ground. And then Gadadhar understood that he has committed offense onto the lotus feet of Pundrik. Why? Because of external judgments. So we need to be very cautious that humility cannot be judged by the external factors. The only consideration of humility is what Prabhupada writes in his purport, that humility means one should not be anxious to have prestige. One should not be anxious to have satisfaction of being honored by others. The humility simply means I am servant of my spiritual master, I am servant of Krishna, and if they will empower me, I can break the mountain. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada.